deep in a sun-dappled forest, where wildflowers painted the ground in vibrant colors, lived a little bunny named Pip. Pip had fur as soft as dandelion fluff, and ears that twitched at every sound. His favorite thing in the whole wide world was his mom. Fluffed the way her nose wiggled when she found a juicy clover, and how her gentle paws could soothe any scrape or bump. One bright morning, while his mom was gathering sweet berries, Pip was busy chasing a beautiful blue butterfly. "I'm going to catch you," he giggled, hopping over mossy logs and ducking under fern leaves. The butterfly fluttered higher and higher, leading Pip deeper and deeper into the woods. He zigged, he zagged, and with one final, mighty leap, he tumbled head over heels into a patch of soft daisies. When he sat up, brushing the yellow pollen from his nose, the butterfly was gone, and so was the familiar path. "Mom," he called out, his voice a small quiver in the vast forest. The only reply was the gentle rustle of leaves. A little knot of worry tightened in his tummy. "Mom," he called again, a bit louder this time. The trees stood silent and tall, their branches like long outstretched arms. He was all alone. Pip's big brown eyes began to well up. He had never been this far from their cozy burrow before. Everything looked different. The trees seemed taller, the shadows longer. He sniffled, a single tear rolling down his fluffy cheek. "I want my mom," he whispered to a ladybug crawling on a leaf. "Like that." The ladybug simply wiggled its antennae and flew away. Taking a shaky breath, Pip remembered what his mom always told him. "If you're ever lost, little one, stay calm and be brave, and always look for friends to help." Wiping his eyes with his paw, Pip decided he would be brave. He straightened his long ears and set off, his little nose twitching, searching for a familiar scent or a friendly face. He hadn't hopped far when he saw a flash of red in the bushes. It was a clever fox named Felix, who was busy trying to solve a puzzle with some acorns. "Excuse me, Mr. Fox," Pip said timidly. Felix looked up, his bright eyes curious. "I'm lost," Pip explained, "and I can't find my mom." Felix tilted his head. "A lost bunny, you say? 2 heads are better than 1. Which way did you come from?" Pip pointed a wobbly paw in the direction he thought he'd come from. "I was chasing a butterfly," he mumbled. Felix nodded thoughtfully. "A blue one. Ah, yes. They love the sunny meadow by the singing stream. That's a good place to start. Let's go together. A forest is a friendlier place with a companion." Pip's heart felt a little lighter. He wasn't alone anymore. Together, they walked towards the stream. On their way, they met a wise old owl named Professor Hoot, who was perched on a low branch, reading a book made of bark. Who, Felix, and who is this little fellow? He asked in his deep, gentle voice. This is Pip, Felix explained. He's looking for his mom. Professor Hoot adjusted his spectacles. Your mother, he said, looking at Pip, has fur the color of soft moonlight and a love for sweet-smelling lavender, does she not? Pip's eyes went wide. Yes, that's her. You know where she is? The old owl smiled kindly. I saw her heading towards the lavender patch, calling your name. She was very worried, but don't you fret. The lavender patch is just past the big oak tree at the edge of the meadow. You're very close. A wave of relief washed over Pip. His mom was looking for him too. He was so close. He thanked Professor Hoot with a grateful little bow. As Pip and Felix reached the edge of the meadow, Pip's ears perked up. He could hear it, a faint, familiar voice calling his name. Pip, Pip, my darling, where are you? It was her. Mom, Pip shouted, his voice filled with joy. He bounded through the tall grass, his little legs moving faster than they ever had before. And there she was, at the edge of the fragrant lavender patch, her nose twitching with worry. Her face lit up the moment she saw him. Pip, she cried, rushing forward. Pip leaped into her arms, burying his face in her soft, warm fur. It smelled like home. It smelled like safety. It smelled like love. My brave little bunny, she whispered, holding him tight. I was so worried. I was brave, Mom, Pip said, his voice muffled. Tant, and I made new friends. Felix, the fox, and Professor Hoot the owl helped me. His mom looked up and saw Felix standing at the edge of the meadow, wagging his tail. She gave the fox a grateful nod. She knew the forest was full of good hearts. As the sun began to set, casting a warm, golden glow over the forest, Pip held his mom's paw all the way back to their burrow. He told her all about his adventure, the butterfly, getting lost, and the kind friends who helped him find his way. Keat learned that even when things seemed scary, being brave and asking for help can lead you right back to where you belong. Tucked safely in his bed that night, Pip knew he was the luckiest bunny in the world, not just because he had a cozy home, but because he had a mom who loved him and friends who cared. And that was the greatest adventure of all. Thank you so much for joining Pip on his journey today. We hope this story warmed your heart. If you enjoyed it, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more wonderful adventures. We love sharing these stories with you. See you next time.